Want to learn 100 English words in one go? Then stick around. In this video, we will learn 100 English words and also see how to use them in a sentence. Key to learning new words and remembering them is to use them in our everyday conversation. So without further ado, let's get started.
Next word is
reverberate.
Reverberate means re-echoing or resounding. The rescue team heard the voice reverberating through the caves. So it means be repeated several times as an echo. Her deep, booming laugh reverberated around the room. As you can see from the picture, the voice is hitting, the sound waves are hitting the wall and reflecting back. So that's called reverberating.
The next word is
Effigy.
effigy. Means a sculpture or model of a person, a likeness, usually of a hated person. A sentence for effigy is, the coach of the losing team was hanged in effigy. The senator was burned in effigy. In the picture, there's an effigy. The next word is
Mannequin.
Mannequin is a dummy used to display clothes in a store window. Sample sentence is, I bought the dress displayed on the mannequin. The next word is
laceration.
laceration. Means a deep cut or tear in skin or flesh. A sentence for laceration is, he suffered lacerations to his head and face. The next word is
Belittle.
belittle means make someone or something seem unimportant. Sentence is, this is not to belittle his role. As you can see in the picture, the woman is belittling the man. She's making the man look really unimportant.
The next word is
Promulgate.
promulgate. Means to promote or make something famous. A sentence for promulgate is, she promulgated the app during her press meet. Similar words to promulgate are publicize or advertise. In the picture, there are people promulgating by shouting it out to people and putting up posters, like sticking posters on the walls.
Another example is, we are promulgating our YouTube channel on WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram.
Yep. The next word is
Reprimand.
Reprimand is to show sharp disapproval. The next word is
Castigate.
castigate. Means to reprimand, rebuke, admonish severely. A sentence for castigate is, he was castigated for lying to his parents, and she was castigated for not setting a good example. The next word is
Octogenarian.
octogenarian is someone who is from 80 to 89 years old. In the sentence, the octogenarian is making his TV writing debut. So in the picture, we can see a really old person. We can't really tell how old they are, but I'm guessing that she is an octogenarian, somewhere between 80 and 89 years old.
So we've made up a chart of a person between 10 and 19 and so on.
And denarian is a person between 10 and 19 years old. Bicenarian is a person between 20 and 29 years old. Tricenarian is a person between 30 and 39 years old. Quadragenarian, a person between 40 and 49 years old. Quinquagenarian, a person between 50 and 59 years old. Sexagenarian, a person between 60 and 69 years old. Septuagenarian, a person between 70 and 79 years old. Octogenarian, we just saw the meaning of it, is a person between 80 and 89 years old. Nonagenarian, a person between 90 and 99 years old. Centenarian is a person between 100 and 109 years old.
And there's a super centenarian, which is a person who is 110 years or older. The next word is
Jurisdiction.
jurisdiction. Means official power to make legal decisions and judgments, range of authority, a system of law courts. A sentence for jurisdiction is, saying that it was beyond her jurisdiction, Judge Judy refused to rule in the case. In some jurisdictions, there is a mandatory compulsory death sentence for murder.
So, Judge Judy is the courtroom program starring former family court Judge Judy, and each episode finds Judge Judy presiding over real small claims cases inside a televised courtroom. So, if you're in the US, I hope you watch Judge Judy. I absolutely love that program. Our next word is
Arbitrary.
arbitrary. Means based on whim rather than on a reason, dictatorial or random. To her mind, his decision of choosing a stranger as CEO of the company was unreasonable and arbitrary. So I got this sentence from the recent movie Bhishma, wherein Bhishma was declared as a CEO and he was a complete stranger. He didn't have any experience with the Bhishma Organics company. So to the heroine's mind, this decision of choosing Bhishma as the CEO, who was a complete stranger, was really arbitrary, but it wasn't, right? In the end, it's revealed that it wasn't as arbitrary as it seemed to her. So in the picture, we can see a dice. So when you roll a dice, there's an equal probability for numbers from 1 to 6 to be rolled. So that's like random. You cannot tell. All the numbers have equal probability over there.
The next word is
automaton,
automaton. Means a moving mechanical device made in imitation of a human being. A sentence for automaton is, she went about her preparations like an automaton.
Meaning she went about her preparations like a robot. So automaton is another word for a robot, as you can see from the pictures.
In the pictures, there are robots. The next word is
solace,
solace means comfort or consolation in a time of distress or sadness. In times of distress, people seek solace in religion or solitude. Well, this is the time of distress. The entire world is suffering from corona, and we see a lot of people seeking solace in religion and solitude at this time.
The next word is
Sordid.
sordid. Means dirty or not clean. A sentence for sordid is, his room was sordid. There were clothes and empty candy wrappers all over the floor. In the picture, there's a person with sordid and very, with a lot of mud and dirt on it. His hands have a lot of mud and dirt. The next word is
implore,
Implore means to beg, to plead for aid or mercy. As you can see in the picture, the person is imploring maybe his mother to forgive him. He implored his wife for a decent meal. I absolutely love that picture. And at this time, I would like to implore you to please subscribe to this channel.
nice sentence.
Thank you.
The next word is
Aspirant.
aspirant. Means candidate for a high position, a person who has ambitions to achieve something. Example, an aspirant to the throne. The publisher scoffed at the reports that he was an aspirant for the job of Secretary of State. In the picture, there's an aspirant. The next word is
Frenzy.
Frenzy means a state or period of uncontrolled excitement or wild fit. In a frenzy, the teenager overturned every drawer while searching for the car keys. And Doreen worked herself into a frenzy of rage. So this state or period of uncontrolled excitement can can be because you're happy or because you're angry. So the first sentence is she's angry because she's not able to find her keys and in a state of
I
frenzy.
think it's more like worried.
Worried, okay. But in the second sentence, it is, she says, into a frenzy of rage, meaning rage. So she's angry.
Yeah. In the picture, there's a person in a frenzy.
Absolutely.
The next word is
Tangible.
tangible, means able to touch and feel. A sentence for tangible is books and pencils are tangible, but gases like air and carbon dioxide aren't. The opposite of tangible is intangible.
So when you learn a new word, try thinking about what the opposite could be, right? In this scenario, if you're able to touch something, that's tangible. Anything that's physical that you can see and touch is tangible. So the opposite would be intangible.
Yes. The next word is
Inadvertent.
Inadvertent means accidental, unplanned, not paying attention. Through an inadvertent error, the guided missile sped out of control, or she ran into her ex inadvertently. His name has been inadvertently omitted from the list. In the picture, you can see that the woman is starting a fire inadvertently. It wasn't planned. She's on the phone and she doesn't realize that a fire has started behind her. So now that we've seen inadvertent, what does it mean to plan something? This is inadvertent is accidental, unplanned. So if something is planned, do you know what it's called? Well, that's what our next word is all about.
Our next word is
Deliberate.
deliberate, means done consciously and intentionally, pre-planned. A sentence for deliberate is in a deliberate effort, the missile was guided to the enemy's capital. His name was deliberately omitted from the list. The next word is
Faint.
feint, means a false attack, a distracting movement used during fights, a deceptive or pretended blow, thrust in boxing. Usage is the Chinese were duped by India's feint towards the south, leaving the way open for the northern invasion. The tricentenarian is known for his strategic feint at the opponent's face. In the picture, there's a person doing a feint, which is a false attack.
It's a distracting moment. So false attack is when a country tries to make a false attack even though their target is south. In this example, the target is north, but they try a false attack from the south, and then when the kingdom moves all of its troops to south, then it makes the real attack from the north. So it has two meanings. One is a false attack, and then it's a distracting movement used during a fight in boxing. So the picture shows the boxing feint.
Okay. The next word is
Skirmish.
Skirmish means a small fight or a brief encounter. The precocious boy enjoyed an intellectual skirmish with his elders. Precocious meaning who is mature for their age.
the next word is
Dregs.
dregs are the most worthless part. The usage for dregs is dregs settled at the bottom of the container. Part of speech is a noun.
In the picture, we're showing that that's a trash
So
can.
it's really worthless.
Worthless, that's right. And the next word is
Brash.
brash means self-assertive in a rude, noisy, or overbearing way. It also means having an ostentatious or tasteless appearance. Sentence, he could be brash, cocky, and arrogant.
In the picture, there's a golden car, which has a tasteless appearance, and the bird is in the second picture, there's a very brash bird. Well, it's kind of yelling, or it looks brash.
Yes, in a self-assertive, in a rude, noisy, and an overbearing way.
The next word is
Scoff.
scoff, means to speak to someone in an offensive or unrespectful tone. A sentence for scoff is, you, a composer, no way, he scoffed. In the picture, there's a person scoffing. The next word is
Tremulous.
Tremulous means quivering or shivering. The widow's tremulous hands revealed her nervousness. In the picture, we can see an old man shivering. I mean, we can't see that he's shivering, but just assume those lines mean that he's literally trembling and shivering. The next word is
Incipient.
incipient, means just beginning to exist in an initial stage. A sentence for incipient is, by telling the truth, we stop the incipient rumor from spreading. In the picture, there's an incipient baby. So the baby's just beginning to exist, its initial stage. The next word is
Inception.
inception means the establishment of or the starting point of an institution. A sample sentence is, she has been on the board since its inception. It means here the board in this context means the board of directors. So she has been on the board of directors since the organization or institution has started. The next word is
Repudiate.
repudiate, means to reject, decline. A sentence for repudiate is, the general attempted to repudiate the testimony of the lieutenant, claiming that the young officer was not an authority on low-level bombing. Part of speech is a transitive verb. In the picture, the man's asking something and the girl is saying, nope, she's repudiating. The next word is
Monolithic.
monolithic means massively solid or formed of a single large block of stone. Sample sentence is, Kailash temple is the largest monolithic temples at Ellora caves. In the picture, you can see the picture of a Kailash temple, and this temple is believed to be built from a single monolithic rock.
So it's a monolithic.
Yes. The next sentence is,
Word.
Turbulent.
next word is sorry.
Turbulent means unruly, agitated, and rough. A sentence for turbulent is, there was a turbulent atmosphere in the union meeting yesterday. Part of speech is an adjective. In the picture, there's it looks like a lightning storm and there's very turbulent weather. They're humongous, they're very large waves.
And dark clouds.
Yes. The next word is
Terminate.
Terminate means to end or bring to an end. For example, he was advised to terminate the contract. Another sentence is, it seemed incongruous to terminate his employment just when he was so successful. In the picture, we can see a stop sign.
the next word is
Interminable.
interminable, means unending, endless, never ending. A sentence for interminable means we got bogged down in interminable discussions, and Radha's questions seemed interminable. The next word is
Indigent.
Indigent means poor, needy. The indigent client was surprised when she was accosted by her social worker in the elegant restaurant. 6.7% of India's population is considered indigent or poor. In the picture, you can see a homeless man he's really poor. He cannot even afford his home.
the next word is
Cognizant.
cognizant, means aware of. The sentence for cognizant is The FBI is cognizant of the clandestine gang meeting. Part of speech is an adjective. The next word is
Anonymous.
Anonymous means not identified by name or of unknown name. The donor wished to remain anonymous. A lot of times we receive lots of donations, and then some donors want to remain anonymous. They do not want their name to be made public or their details to be made public.
The next word is
Harass.
harass means to trouble, torment, subject to aggressive pressure or intimidation. A sentence for harass is, if anonymous telephone callers harass you, the phone company gives you an unlisted number.
So we have seen the meaning of anonymous in the previous slide. It means if someone who does not reveal their name or number calls you and harasses you, then you can request an unlisted number from the telephone company. So anonymous can also mean someone who's not revealed their identity.
Yep.
The next word is
Reprehensible.
reprehensible means worthy of blame. The brash student was forced to apologize for her reprehensible conduct. Similar words are deplorable, despicable, disgraceful.
The next word is
Fray.
fray means a fight. The sentence for fray is, after the fray, the families agreed to patch up their differences. Part of speech is a noun. In the picture, these people are having a little fray. The next word is
Pugnacious.
Pugnacious means eager or quick to argue, quarrel, or fight, or to fray. Squirrels are restless, courageous, and pugnacious little animals. Since everyone can outpunch my cousin, he cannot afford to be pugnacious. In the picture, you can see two pugnacious squirrels quarreling with each other.
The next word is
Belligerent.
belligerent means hostile and aggressive. The sentence for belligerent is, she had him at bay and he was going to pay for his belligerent behavior. In the picture, there's a belligerent person. The next word is
Extortion.
Extortion means getting money by threats. So when the business manager was accused of extortion, his colleagues sought to oust him from the firm. In the picture, you can see that someone is threatening this person, and he is like in the chair with his hands raised up. And he's trying to extort money by using force and threat.
the next word is
Intimidate.
intimidate means to try and scare or bully someone to do what they want. He always intimidates everyone. In the picture, there's an orange person and a blue person, and the orange person is intimidating the blue one. The next word is
Wrest.
Wrest means to take by force. With the help of his brothers, he was able to wrest the leadership of the company from his partner. In the picture, you can see that the person in blue shirt is trying to rob the person in green shirt. He's trying to take his watch and money by force.
the next word is
Acrimonious.
acrimonious means angry and bitter. A sentence for acrimonious is, we tried to ignore her acrimonious comments, but that took a considerable restraint. Part of speech is an adjective. In the picture, there are very acrimonious people. They're angry and they're very bitter, and they're yelling at each other. The next word is
Incongruous.
Incongruous means inappropriate. The play was so incongruous that it seemed to be the work of several authors. In the picture, you can see that there are two puzzle pieces that are incongruous. They don't fit together.
the next word is
Euphemism.
Euphemism means a less offensive term. A sentence for euphemism is, the expression passed away is a euphemism for died. Part of speech is a noun. In the picture, the person's thinking you're fired, but saying I'm letting you go to his employee.
Employee, that's
Okay,
right.
thank you. The next word is
Condolence.
Condolence means an expression of sympathy, especially on the occasion of a death. We offer our sincere condolences to his widow. The next sentence is
the next word.
Alacrity.
Alacrity means brisk and cheerful readiness. A sentence for alacrity is, with alacrity of spirit that helps minimize the weight he carries. Part of speech is a noun. In the picture, there's a very happy ball, and it's brisk and cheerful. The next word is
Disdain.
disdain means the feeling that somebody should not be treated with respect. Her upper lip curled in disdain.
In the picture, there's a person who is feeling that the other person should not be treated with respect. The next word is
Stipulate.
stipulate means to demand. He stipulated certain conditions before their marriage.
He's demanding certain conditions.
Yep. The next word is
Bigot.
Bigot means a very narrow-minded or a prejudiced person. Attacked by the irate crowd, the bigot asked the police for sanctuary. In the picture, you can see that a person, there are two people, one with an open mind and the other with a closed mind. So the one with the closed mind is called a bigot.
the next word is
Paucity.
paucity means scarcity. The sentence for paucity is, although it was a creative writing class, the teacher complained about the paucity of talent there. In the picture, there's some other words for paucity. Shortage, poverty, lack,
Dirt.
shortfall. Yep.
The next word is
Egregious.
egregious means remarkably bad. The bank teller's egregious error was difficult to correct.
The next word is
Pernicious.
pernicious means having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way, causing injury. A sentence for pernicious is, the dictator's pernicious rules failed to intimidate the leaders of the underground. Depicting e-cigarettes as a more healthy substitute for conventional cigarettes is itself pernicious. Part of speech is an adjective. In the picture, there's a cigarette. It's tiny, but it's very pernicious.
So, in movie theaters, just before the movie starts, we see advertisements saying smoking cigarettes is injurious to health. So every time you listen to that, you can remind yourself that smoking cigarettes is pernicious to health because it has a harmful effect. It's injurious to your health.
Yes. The next word is
Illicit.
illicit means to draw forth.
It isn't easy to elicit answers from a sleepy class. The next word is realm.
Realm is a kingdom, special field of something or someone. Example, the realm of applied chemistry has taken off like never before. The peers of the realm were fascinated with the idea of democracy. Superior is higher in rank, peer is someone at your level, and subordinate is lower in rank.
So the reason I have these here is in the second sentence we say the peers of the realm were fascinated by the idea of democracy, which means in this sentence the realm meaning is the kingdom. The peers of the kingdom. Okay, the peers of the kingdom meaning someone at the same level. So the kings of the neighboring countries, neighboring kingdoms, everyone were fascinated with the idea of democracy. And in the first sentence, it's the second meaning, which is special field of something, like the realm of applied chemistry, realm of engineering, realm of biotech currently has taken off like never before.
The next word is
Tolerate.
Tolerate.
tolerate means to put up with, to bear. A sentence for tolerate is dentists appreciate patients who can tolerate pain. In the picture, there's a person tolerating literally everything. A phone call, they're giving rent or something, and people are pointing. Another phone call, like a contract. Yeah. The next word is
Construe.
Construe means to make a deduction, to infer. A sentence for construe is, she hoped that we would not construe her decision to run for office as a thirst for power. The next word is
Impunity.
impunity means freedom from punishment. The border guards allow the doctor to cross the frontier with impunity. The next word is
Respite.
respite means an interval of relief, delay, or a short break. A sentence for respite is, the voluble insurance salesman gave my father no respite, meaning the talkative insurance salesman gave my father no break. So he kept talking and talking and talking till my father got a headache. So in the picture, that's the same, whenever people need a break, they say, they show that with your hands. That's the simple
T means time out, yes.
time out, yes. And it's an indication of a small break.
Yep. The next word is
Adverse.
adverse means unfavorable, harmful. It was excruciatingly painful for the actors to read the adverse reviews that their performances had received. Part of speech is an adjective. In the picture, they're very unfavorable. It's an unfavorable emoji, so it's like thumbs down. The next word is
Blatant.
Blatant means very loud, disagreeably loud, and very showy. A sentence for blatant is, with blatant discourtesy, the reporters continued to harass the bereaved family. So in the picture, you can see someone with a loudspeaker and speaking annoyingly loud. The next sentence, the next word is
Asset.
asset is a valuable thing to have. President Obama found that texting was an asset to his communication skills. In the picture, there's gold and a house, which are both assets.
And assets can be both tangible or intangible. Tangible meaning something that you can touch, like gold, silver, house. And intangible assets can be your confidence, your public speaking skills, and your communication skills. These can be your intangible assets.
Are stocks intangible?
Stocks are assets. Yes, you can't touch them. You can just see them in your account in the screen.
Okay. The next word is
Impresario.
Impresario means one who presents cultural series or organizer, and another meaning is a producer. So the sentence for impresario is, the eminent impresario brought many cultural spectacles to our shores. And in the picture, you can see a chair with the producer's name tag on it.
The next word is
Jostle.
jostle means to shove hard. When he attempted to jostle the old lady, she struck him with her umbrella. In the picture, there are two players. I think that's soccer. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's soccer. Two soccer players jostling each other. The next word is
Fretful. Fretful.
Fretful means worrisome, irritable. You can see in the picture that the woman is worrisome and she's irritable. She's worried about something. Sample sentence for fretful is around income tax time, fretful faces are ubiquitous.
Keep ubiquitous in your mind. We're going to come to that word soon.
So it means they're everywhere. So around income tax time, which is around March 15th, is that the date when we have to pay the income tax in United States?
I don't know.
Okay, I think it's March 15th. So around that time, there are really some fretful faces are seen everywhere.
Yep. The next word is
Remote.
remote. Means distant, hidden away. Ben's reprehensible table manners led his fraternity brothers to seat him in a remote corner of the dining room. In the picture, there's a person in a very hidden, distant corner. The next word is
Sinister.
Sinister means evil, ominous. A sample sentence is the detective's confidant told him about the sinister plot. In the picture, we can see an emoji that resembles something sinister.
yes. The next word is
Advocate.
advocate. Means to be in favor of, to support, or a lawyer. A sentence for advocate is the general was sure to advocate that we give the enemy no respite from the bombings. In the picture, there's a thumbs up, which is the first definition of advocate, to be in favor of, to support.
So we discussed respite like a few slides before. Respite means a short break. So in this sentence, it means the general was in favor of, the general was sure to advocate, to support that we give the enemy no respite. So we give the enemy no break from the bombing. So he was advocating to continuously bomb the enemy. The next word is
Ubiquitous.
okay. This we've discussed ubiquitous sometime back, which was to discuss worrisome, fretful.
Yes,
Right.
income tax.
So ubiquitous means being everywhere at the same time. Sample sentence is sprinting all over the court, the ubiquitous referee called one foul after another. Ubiquitous means everywhere. Like air is ubiquitous. There's no place where air isn't present.
Yes, that's right. In the picture, there's a time turner, and if you've read or seen the movie of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, you'll know what that is. If Hermione Granger kept turning it, she could be ubiquitous. And in the second picture, there's a person saying, "I'm everywhere." The next word is
Domicile.
A domicile is a house or a home. A sentence is a man's domicile is his castle. So the next time you have friends over, you can welcome them by saying, "Welcome to my humble domicile," or "Welcome to my humble abode."
In the picture, there's a nice GIF, and it's a house, a tiny little house being built, saying "Home, sweet home."
I love that GIF.
I love all GIFs. The next word is
Malignant.
malignant. Means likely to cause death. The surgeon finally located the malignant tumor that had afflicted his patient for many months.
So if you notice, there are two types of tumors, malignant tumors and benign tumors. So benign tumors do not cause harm, they do not cause death. But if it is malignant, then it's likely to cause death and it has to be addressed, removed immediately.
In the picture, there's a virus sort of thing.
That's a malignant tumor.
The next word is
Meticulous.
meticulous. Means extremely careful. He had always been so meticulous about his appearance. I love this picture.
Yeah, so in this picture, this person is so meticulous about the height of the grass that he is measuring the length of the grass with a scale.
A ruler.
With a ruler.
And he's cutting it with scissors.
With scissors. Now that's really silly.
The next word is
Histrionic.
I love this word. Histrionics means a display of emotions. A sentence for histrionics is, saying that he would not tolerate her histrionics, the director fired her temperamental actress. I love the GIF. It's an emoji with just changing. It's showing a wide display of emotions. Happy, then smiling, then laughing, then really raising your eyebrow, cool, all that stuff. The next word is
Flamboyant.
Flamboyant means showy, colorful, like the peacock in the picture. Our theatrical pages were inundated with press releases from the flamboyant producer. Inundated means flooded. The next word is
Elapse.
elapse means time to slip by. Inadvertently, Emma had allowed 2 months to elapse before paying her rent. We did inadvertently before, maybe,
unplanned, accidentally.
yes. In the picture, there's a clock and it's showing time, and the time's just slipping by.
Time's passing.
The next word is
Coerce.
Coerce means to force someone. The elusive fugitive was coerced by his attorney into surrendering. So in the picture we can see that the woman is coercing the little girl to give her money. She says, "Give me your lunch money." So she's taking the money by force. The next word is
Tranquil.
tranquil means quiet. A firecracker terminated the tranquil climate of the neighborhood. We did terminate before, it means to put an end to. In the picture, there's a tranquil place, and a person's meditating there. The next word is
Affluent.
affluent means having great amounts of wealth, rich. Sentence is, under duress from the tax officer, the beggar admitted that he was truly affluent. So we also saw a word called asset, and affluent people have lots of assets.
In the picture, there's gold, which shows wealth and richness. The next word is
Revert.
revert means return. After taking the drug, she began to revert to the days of her childhood. In the picture, there's a return sign, which means to go back. The next word is
Corroborate.
Corroborate means to confirm or support. Even the swindler's nefarious accomplice refused to corroborate his alibi. Swindler is a cheater. Accomplice is a person who helps you in a crime.
and nefarious means evil.
Evil. An alibi is a proof that you were in a place when a crime was committed. For example, if a murder was committed at 9 p.m. according to the post-mortem, and if you can prove that you were in the movie theater watching a movie at that time, the movie ticket becomes your alibi.
Yes. The next word is
Cessation.
cessation means the fact or process of ending. The cessation of bombing in Iraq was argued by the United Nations. Part of speech is a noun. In the picture, there's a person who wants to end smoking, or
He wants to stop smoking and start leading a healthy life.
yes. The next word is
Dupe.
Dupe means a person who's easily tricked. It's also a short for duplicate. And another meaning is trick or deceive. The wealthy dupe consented to buy the often sold Brooklyn Bridge. So the wealthy person who's easily tricked, He agreed to buy the often sold Brooklyn Bridge.
The next word is
Inert.
inert means without power to move. Seeing the inert player, the manager dashed out onto the field. Part of speech is an adjective. In the three pictures, there is a pencil, which is inert, doesn't have the power to move.
By itself.
Yes.
I mean, we can move it from one place to another, but by itself, the pencil is inert. And the pair of goggles are inert. The house is inert.
Yep. The next word is
Confidant.
Confidant means one to whom you confide your secrets. Sentence is, a teenage boy's father should be his true confidant. How many people actually share their secrets with their parents these days? Well, I don't know. So, in the picture we can see a treasure chest and it says, my secrets are here. So if you have a friend to whom you confide your secrets in, he or she becomes your confidant.
the next word is
Voluble.
voluble means talkative. I could not doze in the chair because of the voluble barber. In the picture, there's a person who's just talking.
So we also we heard a sentence before in the previous in the
With
same
voluble?
video. Yes, so it was for the voluble salesman
Gave my father
did
no
not
respite.
Yes, respite. That's correct.
And just a revision, respite means a short break.
Short break.
So, the next word is
Fiasco.
Fiasco means a complete failure. In an acrimonious letter, her father described the project as a complete fiasco. Acrimonious means bitter. So in a very bitter letter, her father described the project as a complete fiasco. So as you can see from the picture, the person is trying to aim, he's trying to hit the bull's eye, but it's a complete fiasco because he is not able to
he didn't even
hit
get it on the board.
Yeah, true.
The next word is
Doleful.
doleful means sad. Doleful expressions abounded through headquarters on the night of the election. In the picture, there's an emoji crying so much that it made like a little pool out of its tears. So it's that sad. The next word is
Exacerbate.
Exacerbate means to irritate or to make worse. The arrest of the spy did much to exacerbate relations between the two countries. And the next word is
Symptomatic.
symptomatic means having to do with signs or symptoms. Indicative. The sordid rioting was symptomatic of the problems facing the large cities. In the picture, there's an emoji or a face that it looks sick.
And we also saw the meaning of sordid. Sordid means dirty.
Yes. The next word is
Solicit.
solicit means
To beg, to seek earnestly, or to request. So daily the volunteers went out to request or solicit funds for the indigent families. Indigent is
poor and needy.
poor and needy. So in the picture we're seeing that the person is begging, but solicit is not really like begging, it's just requesting for help. The next word is
Scrutinize.
Scrutinize means to examine closely. No sooner did the lawyer scrutinize the extortion note than she called the police. In the picture, there's a person examining something very closely with his eyebrows raised and with a I think it looks
magnifying
like
glass.
Yes. The next word is
Precocious.
Precocious means having developed certain abilities or proclivities at an earlier age than usual. The children in Shakespeare's plays are so precocious that they all sound like grandparents. In the picture, you can see a baby with a beard and a mustache.
okay. And hair.
Hairs. Babies have hair, so that's not
long
precocious.
hair. The next word is
Venom.
venom means poison. A snake's venom is very harmful. In the picture, there's a little bottle of poison. The next word is
Expunge.
expunge means to erase.
After having made the rash statements, the senator wished that he could expunge them from the record. So next time you make a mistake, be sure to expunge it. The
Okay.
next word is
Laudable.
Laudable means praiseworthy. Modi's effort to empower Indian citizens is laudable.
and he gets an A+.
Yes, in the picture there's an A+, which is a very praiseworthy or laudable grade. The next word is
Ascend.
Ascend means to rise. Inexorably, the determined climber began to ascend the Himalayan peak. In the picture, you can see someone ascending on an escalator. The next word is
Loath.
loath means unwilling, reluctant. Since we felt that the ruling was arbitrary, which means random, we were loath to obey it. In the picture, there's a person who put a sign that he's smiling, and he's shaking hands, but he's really not very happy with the deal that they're making. Loath is often confused with loathe, and loathe has an e at the end, and it means to hate. The next word is
Discern.
discern means to perceive or recognize something. When we could discern the city lights, we knew we were safe at last.
in the picture. We can see that the person cannot discern what is in front of him without the magnifying glass, but with the magnifying glass he can discern that there's a tower.